Cats and dogs. A long feud never settled. Okay, there's no truce now and then. But when you get down to it, there can only be one winner. So start placing your bets as we witness the never-ending struggle in a furry edition I call The Day the Cat Came Home.
They say a dog is man's best friend, and no truer word could be spoken. As was the dog in this story, whose bond with his master could never be broken. The master worked long hours, which meant our dog was always alone, waiting patiently at the door, but yet always excited when he came home. That was until the master came home with a cage, as our dog's nose began to sniff and snort. He introduced a little black cat to its nose, and was disappointed, for that wasn't what it first thought. Nevertheless, the cat was now a part of the family, spending many a day with the dog, but not with balls and chew toys, instead cleaning itself and being a couch hog. This was no fun. The dog wanted to play, so he took his favourite ball and gave it to the cat. But instead of throwing it back, it played with it on its own, and that was that. The dog tried to get his favourite ball back, only to get scratched and hissed at. He yelped and barked with rage, growling at this ball-thieving, couch-hogging cat. The cat ruffled up its fur, then pounced on our dog's back with his claws. Quickly it ran out of the front room as the dog gave chase, pounding his paws. By the time the master came back, the place was in a dreadful mess. Glass broken, books off the shelf. The culprits? Take a wild guess. The master went upstairs to the bedroom. He found his dog hiding beneath the bed. It already knew it was in big trouble, while the cat had already fled. The next few days were the same. A feeling of hatred grew between the pair, but always the dog got the worst of it, while the cat was always quick to get out of there. Eventually, the master warmed up to the cat, as it regularly lay happily on the master's lap. As for our dog, now taking a back seat, spent many days a lonely nap. It came to that point that the dog had enough, reminiscing on all the good times before. Now everything was drastically different. Time to boot the cat permanently out the front door. After the master left, the dog went to have its breakfast, only to find its bowl empty and licked clean. The cat was next to it, eating its own grub. The dog was now more angry than it had ever been. Ferociously, it chased the cat through the house, up the staircase to the bedroom floor, where it eventually cornered it at the very far end of the corridor. Now, I will not go into the details of what happened after that, but madness had unfolded all of a sudden. Teeth, claw and fur, shrieking and barking, until revealed a set of teeth stained in blood. The master came home that evening. Greeted heavily, the master was kissed. That's when he noticed the blooded, drooling chops running around the house to a sight he could not have missed. Before he knew it, our dog was off to the knacker's yard, considered too dangerous to be kept alive. With one shot of that perilous needle, the fat lady was singing in 5. Dreadful end to one so loyal. Human nature can be so awful. But at least the cat was happy, now in the comfort of its master. Cats have 9 lives after all.
there you have it, YouTubers. Through teeth and claw, the cat comes out on top. This time. Our dog put up a good fight, but when it came to sudden death, it's all fair in love and war. But don't worry, all you dog lovers out there. As long as the war rages, there will always be a grudge match in the making.
As she collected the cards from the table, she could feel an eerie sensation come over her. She dropped the cards for a moment. Then the pain went away. She picked them up again. What is going on? She could not say.